Alrighty, welcome back. Still on top of the balanced diet of Teletainment. Today, I feel good Friday, Faji Friday, Flexing Friday, Fleisure Friday. That what means everything what they bring to you here. Some of them go serious, but a lot of them, it's going to be on a very chill P. All right, for inside the studio now, the next agogo will they enter, Tabina, the next bus stop will they enter. Now, a very casual guest what we'll get for inside the studio. We'll still talk about our Nigerian languages because right now, for inside our country, so many children, on average, so many children there for there where they no fit to speak, Tabina, understand the language. Now, before colonial rule, that one means before the British people, they come outside, come colonize us, give us that language, so we could speak them as an international, to be a national language. They say indigenous language will be the whole and with pride. But today, many youths, they can hardly deliver as much as greeting. Whether na migwo, whether na mesereo, whether na ekaro, whether na ibolachio, whether na obo well, to speak cancer. Because they don't want to put small English, I mean, for inside, just so you know, whether na complex, we know sabi. And even when they do they say right now, because of the modern means of transportation and the need by people to earn a living, thousands of miles away from where they picking them, they born them outside their state of origin. They born them maybe for Lagos. You go here say person na Lagos speaking, person na Ibadan speaking, where we know say that person no truly be Lagos speaking, that just by birth. Now we don't bring and call your domos. So what do you think say be the solution to this issue of languages where they diminish for inside our country? Take for example, working class mothers, where they work from 9-5 in the morning till 10 p.m. at night, and sometimes they work almost 6 to 7 days a week. We go blame parents, or we go blame the teachers, where they for inside schools, we're supposed to teach these languages, or we go blame our system and the curriculum, where they encourage, make our indigenous language they compulsory. Because we get educational policy we done this since 1977, we're supposed to make our languages they're very compulsory. Call us now because our phone lines they're officially open. But before we call the phone lines, it go good make I give small profile of the better guest we'll get for inside the studio this early morning. Now, this person what they talk of, now person we done they work with children for so many years. Before she started to work with children, she don't work with 2 Nigerian leading banking institutions for over 6 years. And the position where she be there work to increase responsibility before she leave to pursue her passion inside childcare. Now, she don't get hands-on experience on top early as an early years practitioner, and include international exposure in Nursery Hill Elementary School and Smart Kid Academy, this one for inside Colombia and South Carolina. She don't undertake several skills and competency-based training in the field of childcare. She holds a diploma for inside children's study, and now as they talk, she pursue MSc program for inside early childhood education with a specialization in administration, management, and leadership. She be member of the U.S. National Association for Educating the Young Children and the World Forum Foundation, both internationally networks of the early year professional. I beg you go help us make welcome inside the studio Mrs. Itoro Ugoji this morning. Good morning, Mrs. Itoro.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. With that plenty, I know she not even read everything. It's still plenty more. Now, I just want to ask you just quickly, because you're not a person who is inside the educational sector. If I say we get person where they on the phone.
Yes, Yanu is on the line already, all the way from Lagos State. Hello, Yanu. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm calling from Igbogbo.
Igbogbo. All right. Welcome to the show, ma'am.
Good morning.
Okay.
I'll put the blame on our country itself, Nigeria. I mean Nigeria as a whole. For our children not to speak our language again. You know, by the time our children, can I speak English or...
Anyone way you want to talk.
Okay, thank you. You know, if our children start school afresh, they will go to school with his or her mother dialect. But once they start school, you will see before you know it, before that session will round up, the language will diminish from that child. Start speaking English. And another thing, you as a person now, can you go out with your friend and your children start speaking your own dialect, but unable to speak English? How will you feel? The other children, they will be like, they will not be able to relate with that child. They will just like, they will put him or her aside that this one cannot communicate, cannot speak English. You know, I cannot put the blame on the parents. So I will put it on our education, whatever. They are the ones that are supposed to work on this thing. They ask you to speak, as we said earlier, that speaking Yoruba or your dialect is forbidden in the school. I could recollect when we were in the school, they write down your name, beat your name, or you pay money to speak your own dialect. Now you are telling me that our children will understand our own language. I could recall last week, it was sure on your station, a woman from London or America thereabouts, she teach her own children to speak her own dialect, which is Yoruba language, and teaching them read with Yoruba language. How many people are doing this, even in our own country here, why we see at home that can teach their own children Yoruba? Because by the time they go out, they will not be able to relate with the children. They will take them aside that they cannot communicate with English. Please, let me write it up there to put it on our education and our country. Have you ever seen where they show anyone as a governor or chairman on the station that's speaking his or her own language? But another country, they will speak their language and translate it in English. But Nigeria, now by force, by fire, if you don't speak English, nobody will know you. Even if you have the quality to do that thing, they will just push you aside. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
Thank you very
Iyanu.
much.
Thank you very much. All right, because of time, we're going to take a small break now. By the time we'll come back, our guest will sit inside the studio. She just enter. She just start. We'll go first. Come back. No go anywhere.
àwọn olóyìnbó sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀pá lówe wọ́n ní who knows not and knows not that he knows not that he is not even if he is from the north. ìyẹn túmọ̀ sí pé tẹ́ẹ̀bà mọ̀ pé ó yẹ kẹ́ máa wo ṣó yìí sí ẹ ti mọ̀ sí ni kí lẹ fẹ́ lọ ṣe yẹn ẹ fẹ́ lọ kíṣìn ẹ máa lọ bọ̀ ẹ gbé tẹ́lì dání ẹ gbé tẹ́lì dání. Good morning, Naija.
Now we still talk about the fading of our indigenous language for inside Weobodo, Nigeria. Who we go blame? The parents, the teacher for school, or like the last caller, the government, or we go actually blame the children we no man learn. We still get Mrs. Itoro Ugoji, Miss or Mrs.? Mrs. Itoro Ugoji. She na person where sabi work on top teaching of children. Still, again, welcome.
Thank you.
Just quickly, make I ask you this question. Which tribe you be and which tribe your husband be?
Ibibio.
And
my husband, Igbo.
Igbo. And which language your children they speak?
Igbo na work in progress.
But Ibibio?
Ibibio uncle.
Still work in progress.
So just tell me the challenges where you actually face, because now, how many children you get?
3.
3 kids. And you talk, say, Igbo, now work in progress. It not mean say there's a big speaker, but it's work in progress. What will be the challenge where you they face in teaching your children the local dialect?
Okay, for me, where I marry from another tribe, the challenge is more because me, I know they're very fluent in Igbo. But, at least the children, they are Igbos. So now the major challenge now to get my husband to speak the language to them. So now I don't, decide to speak my own language, Igbo, Ibibio. But at least, because now something where we they work towards every day, every hour, I constantly remind my husband, no, switch from English, talk them for Igbo. Even if they ask you for the, interpretation, at least. But now we get rule for house.
Okay.
Say, as soon as you come inside house, no be English again, na Igbo. You go struggle with that. And I tell you, no be easy work. But it is something that, you know, you will benefit from. Now, I know say a lot of parents, the major problem, the thing where they worry them, now say, make the indigenous language no spoil the children English. Waiting with they call mother tongue influence, you know. But as I talk to you now, even if you don't know my name, you know good filter where I come from.
Sure. Very
And
true.
you know, and they say our own people, now them get, you know, the most powerful, scented dialects, intonation. But you see, that's be where the work day. I mean, we get French people, we get Chinese people, we don't get any apologies. Indians about
In speaking their language.
speaking their own language. So why? You know, it is usually a thing of pride. Now, something where somebody supposed proud, where you see Pekin, we go speak English well. And then when you ask a question for Igbo, you go switch to fluent Igbo. That's nothing way sweet past that. You know, and then the child go, we they blame this person, blame government. But you see, everybody get their own contribution. And we they talk about...
To enjoy more of these our ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love am.